integrity. I think is a really important characteristic to have, and especially when it comes to dealing with cybersecurity and personal data. I mean, as a tech service provider, I think it's a really, really important thing to share my story as to what makes me value having integrity above all else. And I think I would actually credit that to my mother. And I think the one thing that really stuck to me was, especially when I won't go into specific details, but there was an opportunity where an ex-employer of hers had offered to bribe her an amount of money to actually do something, which was, of course, borderline illegal. And at the time, this was the first time ever since, well, when she got separated from my father, where she was actually earning a very decent living wage, being able to support us. So it was a very good job, and she had 4 mouths to feed and 4 children to feed. And we were all going to school back then. There was so much stuff to pay for the house, pay for electricity, and being caught in that position where she had to choose between, her children quite possibly starving or not having enough, or just doing what her boss wanted and maybe get a little bit extra on the side as well, and she just walked away from the job. And I remember my mother was very she came clean to me. She told me exactly what happened. I think I was maybe in my teenage. I think I was maybe 14 or 15 at the time, and I thought I thought that was the most impressive thing I'd ever heard anyone doing, and that really stuck with me to this day. And and that's and I think that's because of the woman that I raised, I would like to think, or I'd like to aspire to be, uh, to have the level of integrity that she has. And and yeah, I mean, I always thought that was a very reminiscing that moment was a very important moment in my life. And that's the kind of energy, that kind of value that I wish to actually show to my clients, and day in day out I've always maintained that. And it's the same. It's going to be the culture moving forward of IT Block itself, to have integrity. Uh, and yeah, and that's a story about integrity and me, and about the culture in which IT Block is going to undertake, which it has undertaken and will bring forth into the future. Thank you for listening.